between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1, got to be in sync. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. Gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers going to throw.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense. It's tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, it's Watson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
York able to send this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
Rodgers again now.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Watson off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Swings this out for 1. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They find some open field here. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one but they can get it done.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
It's a gain of 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play.